on tomorrow's Chronicle Live. It is Thursday. That means we turn to sports and the law here on Chronicle Live. We welcome in Steve Moskowitz, who was eavesdropping on my conversation with Ben a moment ago. I asked him what the crookedest street in the world is, and the answer I thought was Lombard Street, and you say no?
It's Wall Street.
Wall Street. That would be in New York, right? I guess so. That is the crookedest street in the world. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
We are here at a time of the year when college basketball grips the nation's attention, and largely because everybody's involved in some kind of a pool, whether it's with your family or at school or at work or buddies. Not everybody, but a large segment of the population is. And they may exchange a wager here and there, put some money in a buck or two. What is the real legality on this? Do you have to report anything you win in a March Madness pool to the IRS?
Oh, absolutely. That's an easy one. And
you have to.
The law says if you win anything, even $1,
right,
you're supposed to go ahead and report that on the tax return.
Now, how often do they actually follow up on this?
Well, anyone that wants to comply with the law should do that. I would always, as an attorney, I would always, counsel all clients comply with all laws. So if somebody said to me that they won a few dollars, I would say report it on the tax return. And if they don't, legally they've broken the law.
But they're not going to be incriminated by it. Now, the office pools obviously occur in areas other than Nevada or
Yes.
Atlantic City, New Jersey, where these are not allowed. So does the law ever step in when they hear maybe about a larger pool going on where large sums of money are being wagered? Do they ever try to keep their ear to the ground for these things and come in and actually find out about it?
There's the technical and then there's the practical. In California, it is illegal to have that pool. However, on January 1st of this year, California lessened the crime. If you meet certain qualifications, like you're not profiting other than the bet and the amount is $2,500 or less, then you're guilty if convicted of an infraction punishable by a maximum of $250 fine. However, that's the technical. Now we get to the practical. What is the likelihood that a law enforcement officer is going to raid some office and arrest somebody for the $20 bet he made? And here's the thing, you know, as a lawyer, I have to tell everybody, comply with all laws, it's illegal, don't do it. But if someone said, but what's the punishment for that? Then I said, well, here's the rule.
I guess the reason we even got on this topic, a couple of years ago, I don't know if you know the story, Rick Neuheisel was the head coach of the University of Washington Husky football team. He and his coaching staff and some people in the office got together for an office pool. It became public, and he wound up losing his job. Again, this is just fun stuff, but certain walks of life, is this something that people, no matter what denomination we're throwing in there, people should not be involved in this kind of thing?
If I were representing Pete Rose, I'd say, Pete, not $1.
All right, maybe not Pete Rose. But what if I was involved in it? You know, just being a sportscaster,
well, clearly,
around, should I be involved in a pool?
Clearly, I would advise you only do it in a jurisdiction where it's legal. I would say, Greg, don't do
it. And
that.
I can do it here as of January 1st of this year.
No, 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 no.
What?
If you do it here, the punishment was lessened. You're guilty of an infraction, and there's a penalty.
Up to $2,500, I get $250 fine.
Correct.
Well, that's a nice trade.
But
I
again,
can make $2,500 and win
But again, my advice is don't do it. Don't break the law.
He's winking at me. Crookedest street in the world, Wall Street. Fly to the night. We'll see you at 8:30 after Warriors basketball. Thank you, Steve.
My pleasure.